Hello to you all, this is OBN Voice for the People. I'm Thomas Kamulatu. African Nordic meeting held in Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. The meeting held under the theme Partnering for Sustainable Development aimed at strengthening African-Nordic relations and extending support for sectorial and economic development in Africa. Ulkandu presents.
Nordic countries held joint ministerial meeting with at least 29 African countries' foreign affairs ministers in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on November 7 and 8, 2019. Ethiopia has been represented on the 18th African Nordic joint ministerial meeting by State Minister for Foreign Affairs of Ethiopia, Aklilu Haile Michael. The meeting was held under the theme Partnering for Sustainable Development, aimed at strengthening Africa's Nordic development and relations in extending support for societal and economic development in Africa. Attendees commended Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed's Nobel Peace Prize Award as a testament to Africa's potential to provide solutions to their problems. On the occasion, State Minister Aklilu explained the ongoing reforms in Ethiopia and emphasized Ethiopia's comprehensive efforts to end the stalemate between Ethiopia and Eritrea. He further stated that Ethiopia's endeavors in facilitating dialogues to solve problems in the bilateral relations of countries in the Horn of Africa. The State Minister also reiterated Ethiopia's unwavering support and efforts in mediating rival parties in Sudan and South Sudan to restore peace and stability in their respective countries. Ethiopia has always been committed and found at the forefront in matters of peacekeeping and peace-building activities, he affirmed. The Nordic countries, including Norway, Sweden, Denmark and Finland, have strong relations with African countries. At the session, they expressed their desire to expand existing cooperation on development activities and touch the lives of many people in Africa.
The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD Council of Ministers, is discussing the review the status of the implementation of revitalized agreement. Aklu Gabru has more on that.
The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD Council of Ministers, is discussing to review the status of the implementation of revitalized agreement so as to formally approve the extension of the pre-transitional period of the next 100 days. Accordingly, at the Entebbe meeting arranged by the Uganda on November 7th, President Salva Kiir and Riek Machar have agreed to extend the pre-transitional period for another 100 days from 12 November 2019 to give specific guidance on the mandate in terms of reference of the new enforcement mechanisms established in the Entebbe Tripartite Summit. However, South Sudan is not yet out of the difficulties unless the Entebbe Accord is approved by the regional bloc. The IGAD Special Envoy for South Sudan Ambassador Ismail Wails asked the Council to endorse some of the points reached on consensus. He delivered that incumbent transitional government of national unity of the South Sudan to immediately disperse the balance of pledged $100 million USD to the National Pre-Transitional Committee to enable completion of critical pending tasks. He also requested IGAD to facilitate a consultative meeting to the parties in Juba to resolve issues related to the number of states and the establishment of transitional unity government. Furthermore, he urges IGAD to organize a leadership retreat for leaders of the parties to the cited revitalization agreement on the resolutions of the conflict in South Sudan for trust and confidence building as soon as possible. Chairperson of IGAD Council of Ministers and Minister of Foreign Affairs Gaddu Andargacho emphasized the need to address critical issues of pre-transitional tasks for the formation of unity government in South Sudan. The Council also noted that critical pending pre-transitional tasks that are crucial for the formation of the revitalized transitional government of national unity, particularly relating to transitional security arrangements and the determination of the number and boundaries of states, are still outstanding.
The amendment of the proclamation of the Defense Forces has contributed greatly to development of the modern army, said the Ministry of Defense. Olma Baina.
Following the ratification of the proclamation, senior leaders of the Defense Forces issued a statement highlighting the importance of improving the proclamation and the performance of its mission. During the 75th regular session of the Council of Ministers, it discussed various issues, one of which is a draft proclamation for the establishment of the draft of the Defense Forces Foundation. As a result of the amendment of the establishment of the Defense Forces Foundation, the Ministry of Defense has prepared a draft regulation for the Council of Ministers and and the Council has discussed on the proposed draft and included some amendments. Director General of Indoctrination Division of the National Defense Force, Major General Muhammad Tassama, recalled that the entire session was discussed before the proclamation was ratified. He added that the Defense Force has undertaken reforms to enhance and update the institution following the national change to maintain its strengths and to close the gap further.
We've been working on the revision of the Institute's internal regulations, including those which are not included.
Major General Muhammad Tassama added that the ratification of the proclamation would have significant implications for future military operations.
It was a constructive statement that the force will have a significant positive impact on good governance in the implementation of forced labor and in the construction of modern armies.
Head of the Defense Force Research Center, Brigadier General Tassama Gammachu, said the proclamation amendment has generally focused on major issues.
ሰራዊታችን ያሉት ግዳጆች ምን ግዴታ አለበት የሚል ነገር የሰራዊቱን ግዴታ አካቷል።
What our army is obliged to do next include a list of what are its rights, and the leadership at all levels has to do what it has to do.
Brigadier General Tassama added that the primary objective of improving the existing proclamation is to enable the army to operate effectively and efficiently.
መተዳደሙን ማሻሻል ያስፈልገበት ምክንያት
The reason that of the existing proclamation needs to be amended is to enable our defense forces to carry out its mission with great patriotism and efficiency as before.
Thank you for watching. Up next, our weekly program, Speak of the Week, and Anab will present you. Stay tuned.